Gamer TV, bringing you a quick little Destiny gameplay with a relationship talk. Now, this one is going to be based around sexuality and being sexual. Now, in every relationship, it is extremely important for that to be existing. Okay? Because without being sexual, without the sexuality being in the relationship, what is it other than you two being really, really good friends? You know, you being the close, guy friend or girlfriend to that significant person that, maybe all you are to that person is just help. Like, if you're not getting, sex, if you're not getting, admiration, such as, they're doing things for you, which derive around sex, meaning, they're wearing some skimpy outfits just for you at home, they're actually doing something specific for you, such as, oh, hey, I know your fantasy is, Japanese schoolgirls, or I know your fantasy is, the tough plumber who's, working on your pipes, whatever may be your fantasy, they do that. Or, depending on your situation. Like, okay, some of you will be thinking, well, me and my girlfriend, we reside in different cities, or we're like an hour apart, or like in my instance, right? Me and my wife, we're literally whole countries apart. She lives in a whole different country than me. Okay? So, you can imagine how being sexual with someone is extremely important. If you don't have that sexual nature, if you don't have that sexuality, all you are is friends. Okay? Now, here's the kicker. If they're asking you for, like, okay, let's say you're a distance relationship kind of person, right? Let's say you're in a distance relationship because you found someone, you are in love with them, all that good stuff, right? Well, let's say if you're sending them pictures, but yet they won't send you pictures. They're giving you, like, mile-long excuses on why they can't send you pictures. Oh, my phone broke. Oh, I ran out of time on my phone. Or, oh, like, Facebook's acting stupid. Or, I have family over. Or I have guests over. Like, it's always, one of those, and it's repeatedly over and over and over again. I can tell you this much.
What could follow?
If that's what they're doing, you can guarantee that they will not, and I repeat, will not be sending you jack shit. So don't be having no hopes or praise or wants of anything from that person, because they ain't gonna give it to you. Just won't. Okay?
We don't know what we've lost.
Now, like I've been saying, without sexuality, literally all you are is friends. So, for who are putting in the time, the energy, and the effort for this person, but they won't do it for you. Okay? Like, here's an instance. I actually had a girlfriend at one point in time do this to me, which really fucking pisses me off. But, she'd always ask me for stuff. And I have no problem doing that. But what really gets me is if you ask me for something, like, okay, she asked me for pictures of myself, of my body and everything else. And I have no problem showing, a girl who I'm dating pictures of myself. I really don't. What I have a problem with is when they say, oh, I'm going to send you pictures too, and then they don't. And they give me a mile-long excuse on why they didn't. Well, you know what? I can tell you this much. At that point in time, I'm not even going to bother trying sending you shit.
Of course. I've been living outside the city half my life.
It's like, there's no point in that point in time.
Anyway, heard you want to go poke around that busted up hunk of traveler. You Guardians have a weird idea of a good time. Oh well. Lewis and I know plenty about trusting your gut. So I'm not about to stop you. I got enough to deal with here. Take that ship you flew here. At least it'll get you back faster. See all these refugees? I haven't lost one yet.
I keep grabbing shit?
Don't you?
No. Really?
Oh, nice choice. Careful out
there. I took everything, like, multiple times. Did I really? Holy shit, it did. That's a little cheat, isn't it?
Can I help you? Or...
It's a good way to get a lot of glimmer at one time. I'm sorry, that was funny. Holy shit, dude. That was a lot of fucking glimmer.
I survived on my own for
Look, it's
a
like
long
glimmer
time,
per
you know?
fucking thing. It's pretty cool.
Having smart,
But anyway,
experienced
like I was saying,
people around me
you know,
makes all
like
the
if
difference.
there's no sexuality in it, all you are is friends. And I can tell you this much: if the person isn't willing to send you what you want or do for you what you want, because like it's not even just comes down to, you know, pictures. It comes down to, you know, dirty talking, maybe, you know, doing some sexual things on Skype or, you know, on FaceTime or whatever, because it always does, like I was saying, depend on like your distance.
Hey there, Guardian.
If you're
What's up?
if you are a good substantial amount of distance from the person that you're with, you know, if you want to continuously be with them and show them that you love them and care about them, well, you know, it would help them and you to actually, you know, pretty much be told, hey, and be shown, hey, I like you. Because, you know, you can always tell someone that you like them and love them and all that, but words are just words. I'm a firm believer in actions. And you sending me something, like, you know, something private and personal, something that, you know, you wouldn't send anyone else, that right there tells me that you love me and care about me. You know what I mean? Not, oh, I love you, I miss you, I care about... No. I mean, yes, I like hearing that. I love hearing that. But, just like anyone else, I want what I want, which is, I want the attention and affection all at the same time. I want you to pay attention. I want you to be able to give me what I want. If you're wanting pictures from me, then I want pictures from you. You gotta remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, dudes generally don't have this issue, okay? Dudes generally don't have the issue of sending pictures. They will always send a chick pictures if they're fucking into that shit. Now, dudes, on the other hand, they have this issue such as women will sit there, you ladies will sit there, and you'll go, oh, I like you, I care about you, hey, if you do this for me, I'll do this for you, hey, you know, if you send me this, I'll send you that, if you give me a picture, I'll give you a picture. You know, put it this way, if they don't send it to you first, dudes, don't send them shit. That's my golden rule. Quite literally. Quite literally. And my wife, who I'm with right now, knows that. Because in her culture, it's kind of like wrong. But, I mean, you get the idea, right? Like, don't sit there and be something for somebody to get, like, what they want. Which is generally, you know, some kind of emotional connection, but not with you. And more of, actually, the connection that they have is more of, oh, hey, you know, I can use this person to get off, but at the same time, I don't really have to interact with them as much, or do this, or do that. Well, screw that. If you're with me, that's exactly what you're doing. If not, then you're not with me, and I ain't gonna fool around with you, and I ain't gonna do shit for you, or with you, or fuck anything. This is how I am. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do not be, like I just said in one of my videos before, don't be a doormat. Okay? Don't let someone you care about, that you're trying to build emotions and feelings for, walk the fuck all over you. Okay? Because if they can see that, you know, they can go without messaging you, without having any kind of, like, you know, punishment or recourse, well, you can damn fucking straight, like, they're going to continue to do it. Like, put it this way, right? Like, here's case in point, like, my wife went 24 hours without talking to me. Like, I didn't talk to her at all yesterday until, like, towards the end of the day, around, like, 5 o'clock in the evening. 5 o'clock in the evening requires Century 4. What? Century 4? I'm confused, but okay. But, you know, and I let her know that I was not fucking happy. She knew I wasn't happy. She knew I was pissed off. It's like, you don't go 24 hours without talking to me. And she sat there and she was apologizing and she felt bad and everything else. But I sat there and told her, like, don't let that happen again. I don't play that, you know, I'm gonna get on, but I'm not gonna talk to you shit. I don't play that game. Plain and simple. I may love her and everything else, but like I say to everybody, I do not take shit from anybody. No matter how much I like them, no matter how much I love them, I don't care if you're going to treat me some way, I'm going to treat you that way. So I told her, how would you like it if I did not talk to you at all tomorrow? No matter all the messages you sent me, if I just chose not to talk to you. Now, she had an excuse, and, you know, I don't accept excuses at all. I don't care what your excuse is, unless you literally got into an accident of some kind. If your excuse is, oh, my phone died, or, oh, you know, I ran out of time on my phone, or this, or that, the other, no. That's bullshit. Simply, you're either busy, you're hanging out with somebody, or you're doing something to the point where you just didn't want to talk. And or, truthfully, I think she was just pissed the fuck off at me for some reason, and chose to do the thing that you women like to do, which is ignore us guys. Well, put it this way, us guys are extremely sick of it. Forewarning you women, we don't take that shit no more. You want to sit there and ignore us, we will ignore you. Matter of fact, actually, while we're ignoring you, we'll start talking to a different girl. Just so that if you decide to fuck up, we have someone already, we're already starting to work on to the point where, like, okay, hey, this person's going to be the next person. Because that person don't give a shit. That person don't want to do what I want. That person, like, you know, doesn't care. Because you got to remember, ladies, if you want something from us guys, you better damn straight be giving us something. If you're not, don't ask us for shit. Plain and simple. Do not. I repeat, do fucking not ask us for jack shit if you ain't gonna give us anything. Plain and simple. Don't do it. I'm just telling you right now. Don't fucking do it. Because if you do, you're gonna piss the fuck off a lot of dudes. And those dudes, like I'm saying right now, because if they're like me, they're gonna have nothing to do with you. They'll block you on fucking Facebook. They'll block your phone number. And at that point in time, they'll also systematically, if they're smart enough, ruin your life by talking to your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, somebody in your family. Let them know that you're a piece of shit. And ladies, I suggest the same thing. If you ain't getting what you want, simply leave. But if the person's going to be using you, oh, you better get some revenge. They want to use you, oh, hails to the no. Better not let nobody use you for financial gains and or for, it wouldn't be emotional gains, but personal pleasures. I guess that'd be the perfect word. Personal pleasures.
Need something?
Meaning, like, they don't want, like, okay, like, here's the case in point, right? If you're a dude and, you know, a chick asks you for pictures and you're like, okay, sweet.
Let's do the thing.
I'll only send you pictures if you send me pictures. Okay, but you send them first. And then you send pictures and then she just either disappears. She tells you, oh, I have to go help my mom, or I have to go help my brother, or I have to go to the store, or whatever, some random shit, right? Like, I can guarantee you ain't getting pictures. Matter of fact, actually, by the time she gets back, it's gonna be hours later, and she's gonna either A, be too tired, B, forget, or C, straight up tell you, oh, I just do C. Because then at least that way I'll know, yeah, okay, I ain't gonna send you shit then. Fuck that. Because you gotta remember, like I've been saying the entire time, if there's no mutual sexuality in the relationship, then it's not a relationship, and the person who's asking you for shit and you're giving them shit is using you. 100% fact, they are using you. What was that noise? And it's not unheard of either that, you know, especially in this day and age with young men and women, they're doing that a lot to people, which is kind of why people like me exist, because we get screwed over, and, you know, in doing so, it makes us highly fucking paranoid to the point where we're paranoid about every single person that we're with. So I'll be honest, I'm paranoid about the woman I'm with. You know, I'm afraid that, you know, she'll end up doing something that one of my exes did to me. But I'm being smart about it. I'm not going to sit there and accuse her of anything. I'm not going to assume anything. I'm just going to, you know, let her fuck up if she fucks up. And so far, she hasn't done anything. I mean, I love this girl to death. Like, everything about her, I just fucking love. She's like the complete and total opposite of any girl that I've ever been with, which makes me happy as hell. Now, I'm not going to lie, though. She does do things and say things to me that pisses me the fuck off. I'm going to be honest on that one. But it doesn't stop the fact that I care about her and love her. But you always gotta remember, ladies and gentlemen, dual sexuality is a must. I don't care what people say, oh, sex doesn't matter. It's like, yes, it does. Yes, it fucking does. But one, we're human beings and we're supposed to procreate and, continue our lineage on. That is just natural in nature, okay? So if you're gonna sit there and say sex is not a factor, you're fucking wrong. And you're probably ugly as shit. And fat. I'm just being honest. But even though ugly and fat people they can get love. Matter of fact, actually, those people usually get the better love because they usually find the person who's actually gonna love them. And I mean, not like, oh, hey, this person's attractive, or oh, hey, this person got money. No, actually, they're usually the lucky ones that find true and actual love. Now, like I was saying, it is a must. Without it, you're literally just friends. And at that point in time, if you're just friends, you shouldn't be helping them in any other way unless you know that they're going to be doing the same for you. And, if you love the person you're with, put it this way, actions speak louder than words. So if you're sitting there telling them that you love them, well then send them something that they will be able to trust you that you love them. But of course, in this day and age, with the amount of sexting that goes on with these young kids and everything, it's kind of changed so fucking much. But, at the same time, if you're in a relationship much like mine, in a cultural kind, you can't demand or ask anything like that because of the fact of the matter is that, in their culture it's wrong. In my wife's culture it's just, deemed wrong. Which is why I have no problem with it, personally. I would if she'd sit there and ask me for pictures all the fucking time. If she sat there and asked me for pictures, I'd say, hell no. It's against your culture. If you can't send me shit, I ain't gonna send you anything. Fucking crazy? Hell no. I may be American, but I ain't stupid. But, you always gotta remember.
Sentry reporting in.
And you remember this. If the person you're with isn't willing to bend over backwards for you, like you do for them, literally don't give them no forewarning. Other than, in some way, shape, or form, tell them that they're fucking up. Be like straight out look at them or message them and say, I have options, right? You're not the only person in this world. There's billions of other people in this world that I can probably talk to, and one of them might be a better match for me than you. I mean, shit. You want to keep me, then you might want to keep me happy. Kind of case in point. Keep me happy. You want to keep me? Keep me happy. Plain and simple. You know what I mean? And that's universal. Guys and girls. Especially, you girls think that us dudes, don't care. No, we do. And especially nowadays, us dudes aren't taking your shit. We're allowing you to get away with whatever the fuck you want and do whatever you want because you have the punani. You gotta remember, without us, there are no babies. We need you need us. Stop being, pieces of shit to each other. Men and women, I'm saying this to both. Not just to fucking women, I'm saying it to both. People need to stop being stupid and need to stop being selfish. Especially if you're going to choose to be in a relationship. If you choose to be in a relationship, just fucking be in the relationship. If someone asks you for something, just do it. As long as it's nothing that, makes you feel, low about yourself or bad about yourself or demeans you or belittles you. Anything like that derives, negative feelings, don't do it. Now, some of you are like, well, what if that means sending pictures? Well, then, that's fine. But don't ask them for pictures. Matter of fact, don't ask them for shit. Other than, their time and, their everything else. Just don't ask them for pictures or anything. Just go, just talk. Just do the normal relationship thing. Because you gotta remember, the whole point of a relationship is not to get something from somebody, but to do something for somebody. That's literally the point. It's not oh, hey, you know, this person's going to take care of me. They're going to pay my bills. I'm not going to do shit. You know, they'll help me take care of my family. I won't have to do shit. Or, because now that I'm with them, I can do whatever I want. I have all this, you know. No, fuck that. They'll give me this, they'll give me that. No, fuck that shit. And if you're smart, you're not going to let someone treat you that way. You're smart, you're going to do what you want for them, but at the same time, if they're not appreciative by doing what you want, highly suggest kicking their asses to the curb. Requires Century 4. I don't understand that. Whatever. But never let anyone walk all over you. Don't let anyone tell you one thing and then you know them let them do another. Instantly, like if your boyfriend or girlfriend, husband or wife says, well, not husband or wife technically, because at that point in time, yeah, but boyfriend or girlfriend. If your boyfriend or girlfriend, you know, says they're gonna do something and then they don't, such as like, okay, they say they're gonna call you back in like a couple hours and then they don't. Don't be an asshole or a bitch and assume that they're doing something. No, go, okay, hey, maybe something happened, and you call them. Okay, maybe something happened. Now, if they say they're gonna send you something, like let's say, you know, your girlfriend asked you to send you a pic. Huh? You said you would be sexual? What? That's what the topic is about being sexual in a relationship, if that's what you're asking. But, you know, let's say you're the dude and or chick, just imagine it, and, you know, you asked your spouse, or they asked you for a picture, and you're like, okay. And they say, oh, I'll send you one too, and you're like, okay, fine, whatever. And then they don't. Don't be too surprised, because, for one, if they're not going to send you pictures, they're never going to. And that's not even the biggest problem. Like, if they're doing that, they're gonna do it with something else, such as, you know, anything else.
Did you need something?
Especially when it comes to giving you time or whatever else, talking to you, and or furthering on in the relationship. Which, because technically the whole point of a relationship is to see if two people are actually gonna get married. Okay. It's so funny with the amount of trolls and random people you find on streams. Usually it's on Twitch. YouTube don't get it weird random shit like this all that much. I'm a dickhead? Okay. I don't really give a shit. I'm giving my personal opinion because I've fucking gone through some stupid shit with tons of different women. And, you know, I've known women who've gone through tons of different shit with assholes, so I'm giving my advice. Anyways, I'm even done giving advice. I have nothing else to talk about. I was about to end the video anyways. And matter of fact, actually, I haven't even played this game in a month and a half, I think. It's been fucking forever. But anyways, I hope everyone has a great day, great night, great evening, all that great shit. You know exactly what I mean. Catch me from the next one. Later, guys.